officers to lose the badge. Even more embarrassing when your fellow officers are your sister and the captain of the precinct happens to be your mother. Done? When?
It's essentially can you be picking up any Star Wars alphabetical A. Alderaan, E. Bespin, C. Coruscant, E. Dathomir. Dagobah? Yeah, I gotta go with the Night Sisters. Okay, I love it. E. Endor. Oh my god, F. Lucia. G. H.
Oh, hey, what's up, Bratty? Welcome back. Oh, and Cassie, hey, welcome back again. Yeah, Yeen Dog stream. Streaming again like a Yeen Dog. Oh, hey! Susan! Hello, I'm Susan, the owner of Emerald Farm up at the railroad. I've been trapped up there all alone ever since Joja caused that rock slide, so I've been a little bit of, cabin fever. Happy to finally meet you, Moistrak. Hi, Susan. Stop by and visit Emerald Farm when you have the time. Okay, Susan, I will. Yeah, what's up? Can't really watch because I'm doing D&D, but I hope you have fun. Oh yeah, she's a cute cat lady. Oh, hey, enjoy your D&D. Yeah, stay if you want. I don't know if you watching D&D at the same time or if you're just stopping to say hi, but hey, welcome in. That's embarrassing. I lost my lucky purple shorts. I'm telling you because I think I can trust you. If you find them, bring them back to me discreetly. I'll pay well. Thanks, Mayor Lewis. Alright, I guess we gotta find, Mr. Mayor Guy's underwear. Or purple shorts, or whatever. Yeah, welcome back, enjoy my day off. Had some fun yesterday. I went to this Asian marketplace. It was pretty fun. Actually, I got this cool, man, they make these, guns you can buy. Like, they're like, wooden rubber band launchers. They look like guns, so that was a pretty fun thing. Here, let's get this guy. Yay, a cicada. Ah, I fucking hate cicadas. I mean, I guess I don't hate them, they're just, back in my old place, they were very loud. Well, can't really blame cicadas for being loud, I guess. No! And the wood's gone. Probably the biggest downside so far of choosing this river level, the river farm. But, it's happening. Yeah, how are you guys doing today? Anything fun happen or anything like that? Gotta be honest, me myself, I'm not in a very talkative kind of mood right now. Not that I'm in a bad mood, I'm just, like I said, decide to play, and it's fun to talk while I play, so. I mean, you guys already know this is why I do this whole thing. It's a fun way of, like, finding an excuse to play. Really should build a coop. I need to, like, talk to Robin and see what materials I need for the coop. I guess that is a good reason to download that one mod now that I think about it. How's the day off been? It's been pretty good. I have 3 days off of work every week, so really I've just been hanging out. My day off started yesterday. Lucky bow in the middle is made out of solid gold, damn. I know luck is a thing in the game, but I don't think the lucky bow helps with luck. I forget how luck works exactly. It's such a weird thing from my experience. I'm alright, had college, I have some homework I need done. It isn't too bad, been wanting to play a new game, but I don't know what. Honestly, just, if you're looking for new games to play, check itch.io. Has a lot of, like, good free games. It's good to kill, like, an hour or two. And you never know what pops up, so. Check it out. I just had to pay a bunch of bills, so I'm watching my money spending right now. Need to make sure I have enough for Texas Furry Fiesta. small grass yellow butterfly. Nice. Oh. I guarantee there's none to be worried about, Mayor. But there is, Morris. Robin's house was struck by several rocks when the landslide was cleared. Susan was shocked by the blast. She wasn't informed of the operation until... Everything is under control and we'll be fine, Mayor. And what of the garbage Joja dumps in the river, Morris? Willie, our local fisherman, says he's been catching Joja CDs and cola cans. I gotta remind you, pursuant to blah 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 blah, operations here in Stardew Valley are fully compliant with the law. What's up, guys? Ah, hello, Moistrak. I was just on my way. Okay. Good day, Morris. Bet everything on red, you double it every time. What? Joja's paving the way to greatness in Stardew Valley. Okay. It's only a matter of time until we are all united under Joja. I mean, look, my buddy Johnny Silverhand, he's not gonna like that, so I'm conflicted. Not really conflicted. You know, we're gonna blow up Joja Towers. We should get that place built, that bridge. You know, let's go talk to Robin. Let's I'm gonna write down what materials we need. Always gamble your money, never quit. I think I'm good on that front, man. Hi, Abigail! I would love to live in an old farmhouse like you. Well, the creak of the floorboard, the slow plumes of dust whispering through the rafters. There's something special about an old building, isn't there? I mean, hey, you know, play your cards right. You know, maybe you could end up in a farmhouse with me. Remember? You know, I have seen a bunch of seen a lot of ads for this these like gambling apps. Truthfully, I have no idea how the fuck they're even legal. Like, I can't see any kind of loophole. You know, they're like, oh, it's not sports betting, it's predictions. Close on Wednesdays. And I mean, it can't just be the fact that they I'll go and give you my Joja Cola can. I don't really fucking want it. It really cannot just be the fucking it can't be just so they don't call it gambling, they call it predicting. Like, there's no way that is literally all it is. But I'm gonna be honest, sometimes I'm tempted to fuck with those apps, but I really don't need to add new addictions to the list. Still barely kicking soda, and cigarettes, they look like they're here to stay for a while. So that's gonna be fun. What's up, buddy? You want a sweet pea? No, I don't want to eat my sweet pea. I want to give him the sweet pea. I hate the gambling apps. I joke about gambling, but it's awful. Many athletes get more threats than they used to because of it. What are you? A giant Palatilia. Okay. I can imagine, dude. I mean, fuck, like, nah, just straight up, like, sports betting, there's a reason why that's more legal than gambling in and of itself. You know, when it comes to, like, any other kind of gambling, it's, you know, it's gambling and shit, but sports betting and gambling like that, it's, what's the word? Okay, I just stole a melon seed from her. Sports, like, betting specifically is just really fucking rough. If for no other reason than the fact that, like, you're kind of... I don't know what I'm trying to say. Oh, it's the sword I can use. Is that better than mine? 20, 30, 125. Nope, not better than mine. But yeah, no, just sports betting in and of itself is so much worse because there's a lot more room for, like, corruption and stuff. Large boulder blocks your path. Would you rather have a gambling addiction or a smoking habit? Smoking habit all the way, dude. If for no other reason, like, a gambling habit, it's not gonna pay off at all. I'd be losing a shit ton more money. Smoking's an expensive fucking habit as is. So, like, fuck no to any kind of gambling for me. I mean, I don't think I've ever, like, had a gambling thing. Like, I don't know, even like a lot of games that have like built-in gambling features that I don't really fuck too hard with. Can I go into the tunnel? No, I can't. Let's see. Ah. Oh yeah, fuck. We gotta talk to Robin. Just want to write down like the materials I'll need for a few things. Then I also should probably head into the mines and try and get some more iron. Alright, let's see here. A coop. Alright. You can definitely get started on that. I'm gonna take pictures of it. So, coop's definitely important, but the next thing I really want is this. A lot of hardwood, shit. Alright, so those are the main things we need. I can build a coop pretty fucking easily. Now though, let's go ahead and head into the mines. Get some good shit. Gonna sell the rapier to that guy. You know, I wish there was like a combat sport that was like, fence, like, those, you see them a lot in like, Stable? I hardly know her. Ah! Fucking... Arrowhead. Cool. I forgot what I was gonna say, fuck. Sell you. And I feel like I did something before. No, I didn't. I wish there was like a combat, like those things that you see in Renaissance Fair with like the knights fighting with swords and shit. I wish there was something like that, just more professional. I just think it'd be fun, like seeing people like with foam, like war hammers and swords and shit. I know fencing's a thing, but fencing is a little bit too boring for me. Like, I want to see people, I want to see like combat shit. Obviously, you know, like not with real swords and shit, because that would be stupid. Imagine how cool that would be. Oh yeah, we need to start saving our monster drops, especially things like bat wings. There is a professional... There... Dead ass? I gotta fucking check that shit out. That'd be fun. I'd want to do some shit like that. Every now and then I'll see like a lightsaber ads and shit, or I'll see like a lightsaber at GameStop. I'll be like really tempted to want to buy it, but I know I won't use it. It'd be so fucking cool. I'd love that shit. Lightsaber fights are like super choreographed, which I mean, you know, it's part of the fun. Like, yeah, I always see people like get mad at like Star Wars whenever, I don't know, a fight doesn't quite make sense. They're like, oh, he could have stabbed that guy if he did this, but it's like, yeah, I mean, you know, most fights you're gonna win in like 10 seconds. I think that's like the thing, like most fights and shit, like, or sword fights at least, and gunfights, movies like drag them on for like 30 minutes and shit. Not 30 minutes, but you know, they go on for like way too long. When in reality, they're usually like done in like 10 seconds. I read, it wasn't The Art of War, it was like something. My friend gave me this book. It was like really interesting. It was talking about samurai duels and shit. And like, I gotta keep an eye on. I don't remember too much about that book, if I'm being honest. We are already dangerously low on energy. Alright, we might have to cut this mining trip short if I can't find like cave carrots or something. But you know, at least we got some good stuff. Also some frozen geodes. Those are nice, any kind of geode. It is a similar idea to fencing, so it really isn't really as fancy as in the movies, but the movies are cooler fights, so. Yeah, I mean, again, I mostly see like the choreographed like skits they'll do on YouTube and stuff. I just think it's fun. Alright, that's what I'm after, more iron. Gotta upgrade the iron axe and... Gotta upgrade to the iron axe and pickaxe for sure, as soon as we can. I mean, I really do want that horse stable. I think, like I said yesterday, it's very... Alright, yeah, we're coming out with a pretty good haul. Like I said, with the horse stable with like time in general in this game, The only resource that really matters at the end of the day is time and energy, specifically. It's like, you want to get to places as fast as you possibly can because, you don't want to fucking, like, waste the day. But also, you don't have enough energy to do a lot of things. So if we can, like, save time with the horse, we can spend more time in the caves. Starting to feel exhausted. Okay, let's just kill a few more things, see if there's anything we can do. Boy. It looks like there isn't, and I do not want to risk passing out in the caves. Let's get out of here. It's also like a good reason to get the minecarts operational. If I remember right, if we get the boiler room fully unlocked, then we're going to be able to get the mine shafts done. And then if we can get enough money to pay off all of the yay. And if we can get enough money to pay off the vault, then we're going to unlock the bus to the Calico Desert. That's where we're going to be able to make a shit ton of money. So let's go do these things. Oh, hey, what's up? Here, you can have this. This is a super gift. Thank you. You're welcome, little Haru. What's your favorite game? Ah, man, that's a really tough question to answer. I play a bunch of different games for different reasons, so I don't have a favorite game per se. Like, I mean, yeah, I don't really have a favorite game. Like, we're talking like something like specific, like what's your favorite shooter game? I mean, even that, fuck, I don't really have like a good answer for. One of those. I didn't give Ivy the cricket last time. Okay. The fuck was I saying? If we're talking like, no, I mean, it really just depends, like, on the game. It's like, if we're talking about a favorite horror game, Silent Hill 2 is definitely up there. I don't know if it's my favorite, just because I also really love this one horror game called Soma. If we're talking like a shooter game, probably something like, I mean, just pretty basic, but like Call of Duty Black Ops 2 specifically would be my favorite shooter game. Talking for the story, probably would have to be like Red Dead Redemption 2. Like a favorite game of all time, man. I don't know. Yeah, I think that's fine. So, I mean, like, I'm sure, like, before we probably had, like, more things that we would, like, be constantly looking at. Ooh, Amber. Yummy. And then there's also Undertale and Deltarune. I mean, that's what I mean. Like, I don't think I do have a favorite game anymore. Just because there's so many wonderful games already out there that, that I wouldn't be able to pick just one. Alright, Thursday. Okay, we're definitely going to go to Gunther's today. Let's see. Let's probably start putting stuff away. If we're going to Gunther's, I might as well. I mean, it's probably Smash Melee. I think it's the game I've played the most, and also I have calluses on my hands because of it. I mean, I never really played too many of the Smash games, if I'm being honest. Like, when I was a kid, yeah, and then when I got my Nintendo Switch, I played a lot of that one with friends and things. I think if you asked me, like, if you asked me something like, what game I would play, if I could only play one game, what game I would play, then it would have to be something like it would definitely be Grand Theft Auto 5. Like being fully honest. Even though like I wouldn't say it's my favorite game, Grand Theft Auto 5 just kind of has like everything going for it. I mean, it's a racing game, it's a shooting game. I mean, fuck, now it's a role-playing game. So just based on like if I had to choose what my favorite game was, it was going to be that. Or like not favorite game, but like what game I'd play for the rest of my life. What do we need? Give one of those to Abigail if I see her today. So we're gonna wait for a few things to happen. Okay, thunder. Ah man, and then also like I want to hug that gator. I want to hug that gator is it's weird. Like it's one of those autistic games for me. Like just the ones like I have like a weird obsession with. And honestly, it's mostly just because I really love the romance story. I think I found that game at a really awkward time in my life. To be honest, I'm still probably in a really awkward time in my life, but I don't know. Just really like that game. Okay. Nothing in there. Hey, we can probably get all of those. That is foraging. We need 30 hardwood, but I also really want some hardwood for... Oh, we gotta get these too. But we have plenty of time for this. Hey, we're always awkward. I think you're cool. Ah, nah, just awkward time. I mean, just... I don't know. Not to be bleak, but life doesn't really ever get easier or less complicated, I found. I mean, that's okay. That's definitely, like, not a bad thing in any way. Let's see here. Gotta be on the lookout for a purple mushroom. And hopefully I can get myself a chub. I mean, it's just like, I always forget, like, how much any of you guys know about the furry thing, but that has honestly been such a awkward world to be in. I'm actually planning on taking a huge step back from that. I mean, I like doing the YouTube thing, and I haven't quite trapped myself in the furry space for that one yet, but I just want to stay away from the community as much as possible. I say it was awkward because I was dealing with a lot of breakups, a lot of like women trouble and shit at the time. Still am, honestly. It's been an interesting life for me in general so far. Okay, you've been in 10 minutes, so fuck you. Ooh. Let's see here. Alright, got a bunch of shit to donate to you, Gunther boy. Fossilized apple. Here, we got some rewards we can collect. Fuck yeah. Okay, not anything I really need right now. You know what, I've been pretty dismissive of the mayor. Here you go, Mr. Mayor. What did I give him? Some communities can be too much. I distance myself with relationships to work on myself. You see, that's something I tried doing. The issue is I'm a pretty weak individual, if I'm being honest. I guess more like mentally weak or whatever the word for like. What am I trying to say? Let's go drop these off at Gunther's. Shit. Let's see. Oh, fuck's sakes. Ugh. Spider. I don't like it. I don't like it. One sec. Alright, I am back. My new persona might be a spider now. Maybe one with a million legs. Fuck no. God no. I don't know how I feel about bug furries, if I'm being honest. I mean, like nothing bad about them, I just don't know if I like them too much. I met some people who have, like, a spider persona and things like that. And I just don't like them. I just don't. I just don't like spiders. I think bugs in general. I mean, the moth ones are pretty cute. Yeah, something I remember, so many... I want that. I want that. Aha! Diving beetle, got it. I remember I saw, like... I always see this, like, weird... I never know what it's called, because it's not drama. You know, nobody really gives a shit. What's up, Sebastian? Glad the path to the railroad tracks is open again. I like going up there when I feel like being alone. Okay, emo boy. Fucking weirdo. I always see this... Hold on, I gotta close my door. I always see this kind of discourse pop up in, Okay, cool, Scarlet Darter. I always see this kind of a discourse pop up in the furry community from time to time. And it's the fact that, like, some people get weirdly upset over the fact that, like, furries will basically make every species look like some variation of a dog. And, like, on one hand, I can kind of get it. Like, you know, they're... I don't think it's something they should be getting upset about, personally. What's up, Marlone? Hi, Marlone. Like, they'll get upset. They'll see, see something like, for example, like I said, a moth or something. Actually, it happens mostly with fish and, like, shark sonas. People, like, get all high and mighty because they're like, oh, your fish sona is just a dog, but it has a fin on its back. You should make it look like an actual fish. And it's like, dog, I get where you're coming from. Like, it's definitely, it definitely does just look like a dog and a fish hybrid. But have you considered the following? We're gonna Bill Nye the Science Guy this shit. Have you considered the following? One, it's not your fucking persona. If you want to see more fish furries, how about you pick up a fucking pen and paper and you draw the fish? And two, we're furries. We like things that look appealing to us. We're not even just furry thing. We like things that look appealing to us. So if I want my fucking persona to be a catfish, but I don't want it to look like a literal fucking photorealistic catfish, then I'm not going to make it look like a photorealistic catfish. It's going to look like a dog with some fish markings on it. Deal with it. I think a fair amount of the furry culture is mostly about expression. What a weird thing to gatekeep. We don't need biblically accurate sharks. Yeah, I really can't stand people who do gatekeep that shit that hard. I mean, like, again, like, we're furries. Our entire thing is built on the fact that we are human-like animals. So I think it's weird that people, like, will draw the line at a shark not being biblically accurate, like you said. And it's just odd. I see that a lot, too, with snakes. People, like... Although, to be fair, with the snakes, it's mostly in, like, media, but still that point stands. People get upset, like, oh, this snake is just, is basically just a lizard with legs. And it's like, oh, yeah, I'm sorry they didn't, I'm sorry they wanted to have, like, legs on their character. Ooh, it's so fucking awful. Yeah, my go-to response to anyone who wants to criticize, like, how anyone's species is drawn is to do it yourself, my guy. Like, if you really wanna fucking have the biblically accurate shark, then good for you. Make a biblically accurate shark. Put that into the world. I saw this one video, this fursuit maker made, like, an elephant fursuit. And I gotta be honest, it looked good for an elephant. Just in my opinion, rather ugly. Again, the suit was really well made, and it was a cute elephant, but it was still an elephant. It was just a little bit ugly, because it's an elephant. But, the main thing that, like, got me was when they were making the video, they were complaining that the fandom is full of canines and felines and things, and it's like, yeah, dude, it's what it is. Again, I'm sorry that there aren't enough, fucking And that's all it is. I'm sorry, like, the fandom isn't diverse enough for you with the fucking species. I'm sorry. Model ship. Fuck yeah, okay. I'll take that. Sorry the fandom isn't diverse enough for you with its species, but that really sounds like a you problem. I don't think anyone should be forced to make a thing that's fully... I don't even think it should be encouraged for someone to make a fully unique persona. For nothing else than... I mean, elephants are cute. Elephants are like a top 5 animal. No, for sure. It was just in fursuit form. For me, personally, it wasn't appealing, personally. It'd be a great suit. And it was a great suit. It was just for me, like, if I was someone who... Actually, that brings up another thing with, like, fursuits. I'll get into that later. But more than anything, it was just, like, for me personally, being, like, told, like, oh, I don't see enough of this animal in the fandom. Like, well, yeah, because not a lot of people want to be that elephant. For me, too, like, with fursuits, with how expensive they are, it feels weird whenever I see those same creators. They'll make a unique species, right? They'll make, for example, that elephant fursuit. Or they'll make something like a, just something that's a more unique animal, a more non-traditional fursuit. And then they'll get upset whenever it doesn't sell well. And it's like, yeah, okay, again, fursuits are really expensive. Motherfucker, get the fuck over here. God damn it. Fursuits are something that are really fucking expensive. Not many would want to be a blobfish furry. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think the issue is a lot of creators and furries in the community, they get sidetracked with the idea that they are the main character. It's an issue that happens a lot, and I really think that's what it is, the fact that they believe themselves to be the main character. But to be the main character, you do need to be surrounded by NPCs, for lack of a better word. Other people to fill the gaps around you. If everyone's a fucking dog, then you're less special. But if you have things like elephants and other things like that running around, then it just helps you feel better, in a way. I don't know, but that's part of why they always say the fandom should have more of this, but they're never the ones to do that. It's like, if you want more of this kind of creature in the fucking community, then you step up, you be that kind of creature. But you can't expect someone with, like, a paycheck to decide, you know what? I'm gonna spend my money to look like a really niche animal. Goose! This, like, I don't know what, so the ghost thing reminded me of, like, Danny Phantom for a second. Definitely need that. Alright, and I feel like, let's just check if there's any iron. If there's not, we're gonna head out. The fucking ghost thing reminded me of Danny Phantom, because I was gonna ask, like, so how many people have died in the mines and are now haunting this place? And I remembered, like, whenever, that guy, Butch Hartman, he got all, like, weird and religious and shit. He fucking went on a weird rant about how, like, oh, actually, funny story, but the ghosts in Danny Phantom aren't actually ghosts from our world. They are from a separate ghost dimension. Even though I think, like, in the first season, like, they mentioned, like, people dying and becoming the ghosts. But whatever, that was just a weird, like, side tangent. So, like, I don't know, like, yeah, would it be cool if the furry fandom had a little bit more diversity with the species? Honestly, not even. Slug! We gotta get that slug. Like, being completely honest, like, not even. It would not be that cool if there were more unique furry species. Just because, again, you know, it's not for people to decide that there needs to be more uniqueness. I think Hartman has always been religious just because he became a lot more in the public eye. I mean, yeah, I know he's always been religious, but the issue is, like, when the world got more political, he and a lot of other people decided they had to get more political. So, like, I know for sure he was always religious, but, you know, he definitely was writing about, like, ghosts and shit, because it was fiction. But then, because he had to be more religious, he turned it into that whole deal. How, like, no, they're not actually ghosts because that's unholy and things. There's something. I don't fucking know the whole story. Now, let's go talk to Ivy for a little bit. But, ooh, jeez. That almost got me. It almost spooked me for a second. Ghost furries are awesome, dude. I fucking... don't know what I'm, also a deaf trace during commission. She's just not a great person. No, he is not. Not at all. Yeah, let's see if we have no rewards. Okay, not yet. He's definitely not the best person around. But I mean, honestly, a lot of people aren't. But yeah, with me deciding to take a step back from a lot of the furry things, like I said, I was, saying was like it's been years. I mersuit and stuff, you know, I take, some lewd pictures in the furry costume, I've hooked up with some people on camera. Just something I did. And I thought I liked it, honestly, for a while. It's a really weird dichotomy with furries in general, too. To the same extent. Because, like, for sure, I really do genuinely believe that, like, the furry fandom did help me gain a lot more confidence than I thought I had. But also, it's really quick to strip away that kind of confidence. I have to tell you more about these. No, I guess I haven't donated to them before. Alright. The fandom and, like, doing that kind of content gave me a lot more confidence than I thought I had. Like, I mean, it just did. I felt more comfortable talking to, like, people. And I realized one of the things I realized is, like, oh, okay, I'm not a loser. I'm not some... That's all that made me realize, just that I'm not a loser. You know, if I try, I don't even have to try too hard, but I can, oh. Okay, we have 2 now. Yay. Just I don't even need to, like, try super hard, but, you know, I can... Apparently, like, from the people I've hung out with, I'm charming. I'm likable. That was something I wasn't expecting. The big thing with the furry fandom for me was everything started getting very public very fast. Everything was being done for a reason, it seemed. Friendships were very transactional. One thing I see a lot in, like, the mersuit community that made me uncomfortable, because I like making friends. I don't do any of what I do just for the purpose of, like, hooking up with people. I'm not gonna lie, it happens, you know. I'll talk to someone and we'll grow a deeper connection, and we want to make it, like, you know, physical like that. So it for sure can happen. We need to save that for something, yeah. But a lot of what I started seeing in the mersuit space was a lot of people just straight up begging for money. Just like, hey, boys, cash at me $50. Who wants to buy my... Who wants to subscribe to my this? Who wants to do this and that and that? I mean, honestly, there's nothing wrong with doing that. That's money, but it made it really awkward to see where the boundary laid. Like, when we stopped being friends, or if I even ever was a friend. Because I would end up getting, like, messages from people, like other mersuiters and shit, and they come on a little bit too strong, and they start subtly mentioning their, like, again, OnlyFans and shit. It became a thing where it's like, oh, that kind of sucks. I guess we're not the kind of friends I thought we were. I guess this is just transactional. And I have definitely met, like, some friends who are in no way like that. I can donate that. They're like, yeah, they mersuit and things, and we flirt a lot, but at the end of the day, we are friends. One of them I was really happy for, ooh, I definitely need that thing. One of them I was really happy about, whenever I did decide to delete, like, my main social medias and things, like my Twitter and my Furry account on Instagram, I made a post on my story just being like, for my close friends, just like, hey, I'm leaving. It's not a big deal. I'm just not really happy with the community at this time. But the only reason I'm staying around is because of certain people, and you guys on my close friends list are those people. You don't have to, but if you want to stay in contact, follow my other page, and if not, that's fine too. Goodbye. And honestly, the one person who I really cared about did follow me, and I thought that was nice, you know? It made me feel like, okay, they're not just, ooh, a conch. I think we need to save that for sure. Need that for something later down the line. Definitely understand having to take a step back from something you love or enjoy. I'm taking a step back from Melee as I felt worse after going through a bad loss streak. I mean, yeah, that's fair. Catching spree, holy shit. I know, that's definitely fair. Like, for different people, it can be different things. You know, actually, interestingly enough, I keep talking about that game, I Want to Hug That Gator, but it did have something surprisingly insightful to say. At one point, I think one of the characters is talking about not knowing what someone else is going through. And this, like, comic relief type character, he tells the main guy, like, hey, you know, it can be like, people can be having a bad day and you won't even know it. He's like, for example, for me, I got a bit of a tummy ache. And the main character's like, ah, come on, dude, I'm being serious. And he's like, hey, I'm being serious too. For you and me, you know, having a little stomach ache, not a big deal. Not the end of the world at all. But for someone else, that could be their breaking point. They could have gone through a shit ton, and then it's that one little thing that for everyone else seems like no big deal that breaks them. And I mean, like, that is a really accurate description. Sometimes, like, for me, I'll kind of let a bunch of shit bottle over. And I won't talk about it, I won't bring it up to friends or families or anyone, because I think I can handle it. But then, whenever it comes to the one thing that I actually can't handle that day, or the one thing that broke the camel's back, for lack of a better word, bunch of rewards all at once, Christ. Ooh, pumpkin seeds, okay. I'm gonna save that later. I do like my skeleton. But it can be anything, and more people need to understand that. Like, yeah, you know, it's possible I could overreact about something random. The overreaction is because I've already dealt with a lot more bullshit in my life. Happens to a lot of people. Like, they'll lose a loved one or something recently in life, and they won't really react the way you'd expect. They won't be breaking down, crying, or in tears. They'll, you'll definitely know something's wrong with them, but they won't react. But then something small, you know, someone will drop something, they'll drop something, and they'll start breaking down into tears. And it's not because of that one thing that just happened. It's obviously because of, you know, the loss they just experienced, for one. The furry thing for me, it was a lot of bad that kept happening, honestly. I mean, I'm open to, like, talking about the bad shit that's gone down. Honestly, a lot of it was, like, heavily related to communities and relationship shit. A lot of the communities within the furry community are very, cliquey. You know, it's, a lot of people, they've grown popular in their local community, they're all very tight-knit, and then if you show up, there's a good chance people don't really like new people coming in and offsetting that balance, is what I found. Oh, this one's already done too. Cool. I guess sometimes you only need like 2 things. Alright, magnet ring. We can definitely go with that. And then we just need to get fire quartz. And that thing is done too. Good. That's gonna help us get to the Calico Desert eventually, but it needs a shit ton of money. Now, the way I thought about it is, like, I may not understand why someone likes something, but it could be the biggest reason why they get out of bed. Shit, that's something I didn't even think about. But yeah, no, that's, for sure a good point, too. Huh. You see, sometimes, like, even I learned, like, things I didn't realize before. But man, like, honestly, I've made, like, way too many enemies. I've made more enemies than friends in the furry community, if I'm being completely honest. a lot of it's definitely my fault. I'm fairly abrasive of a person. If I feel like something's wrong or I feel like someone's wronged me, I can be very petty. And it really is not the best thing for me whatsoever. I'm also really vocal. I'm not one to take things lying down. And honestly, this one pattern has kept happening to me in the furry community. Which is this, like, I will join an established friend group. You know. Just like one person will like me and introduce me to everyone else, yada yada yada. I start like getting more involved. And then I end up like shaking up something. Yeah, one of the things, like, trying not to sound like douchey or braggy at all, but I really don't have too much of a problem like getting people to like me. I just don't try, I'm just goofy and silly. I made the joke before, but yeah, no, one girl like wanted to be my friend and we ended up like hooking up a lot. And their first impression of me was me smoking a cigarette with them, picking them up over my shoulder, and rolling down the street like a hot dog. And anyways, like I said, I don't really have a problem like just with people liking me. People seem to naturally like me. I can be a little bit overbearing at times, and that can kind of push people away, but for the most part, I found that people enjoy my company, enjoy my silliness. With that though, I'll just like get to the point, I guess. A lot of the times with like women and shit, I'll end up hooking up with them, we'll start some kind of relationship, but within that friend group, unfortunately with a lot of women, there's always like some guys who have a weird crush on them. And I say a weird crush because they will not... They'll get like really personally attacked by them going out with someone else. It's like, they really don't understand the concept of just consent and fucking taking it gracefully. No, it's a personal attack. They'll start not liking me because, oh, this guy stole my girl, even though she wasn't your girl. And then the rest of the friend group will get upset at me and the girl because obviously they're all friends and everything like that. So her not choosing the guy in their friend group is a big betrayal in their eyes. He's sad, so now they need someone to blame, so they blame me and her. And we'll end up trying to make things work for a little bit, but what always happens is, obviously, you know, I don't know, it's a really deep thing. I don't know how to quite describe it, but the feelings are always, like, pretty high in the beginning, you know? It's a lot of, like, spark, a lot of passion, a lot of this, a lot of that. And they want to make things work, but at the end of the day, they will always end up going back to their friends. And that's usually what happens. And that's not something I'm a fan of, just because, you know, I end up getting hurt at the end of the day. But also it's something that I definitely need to get better at, I need to get better at setting those boundaries and being like, hey, we had fun, it's for sure over now, though. Or just telling people like, hey, you know, let's not let this get anything past, just physical hookups and shit. I don't think it's your fault for saying up to yourself. I think it's on them for being an ass, on letting you... Yeah, I mean... I know, like, there's always blame to be shared. I just feel like for me, like, I don't know, it's tricky. Yeah, I want to stand up for myself, but a lot of the times I do it in things where it's better to just drop it, honestly. And I've tried, but... funny thing is, so whenever, like, I try to be the bigger person, quote-unquote, that usually backfires on me because I end up being the bigger person. Fucking no, I guess, like, just as a brief little example, that girl from the, party, the one, we ended up hooking up, it was a really toxic relationship for me to be in, if I'm being honest. I was blinded just because they were super fucking pretty, super hot, and really dorky and cute. Like, I genuinely fell in love with them, honestly. Anyways, that situation was really bad, because of a lot of things. For one, like I said, their friend group... Basically, there was this guy at the party doing that shibari stuff. I think I mentioned that before. Just like, to her. And I was asking, like, so is that guy your boyfriend? What's the situation there? And she said he was just like a friend with benefits situation. But you could tell he was kind of getting a little bit jealous, a little bit upset that I showed up. It's a lot of, like, weird, like, territorial beef bullshit. A lot of people treat women more like they're an object than their own person. It's like weird, stupid primal bullshit. Anyways, obviously, you know, we ended up, like, hooking up and talking and shit. That made the one guy pretty upset, honestly. He was clearly being just a jealous prick. That's not the main part, but especially not the toxic part. Kind of was, but I guess I'll get into that later. The real toxic part, and you guys can look at me however you want for this. It's my life. I've lived it the way I've lived it, so yeah, whatever. So she did have a boyfriend. Now, they were in a open relationship, but honestly, they barely had tried it out. She was the only one who was really doing any open stuff. And she hadn't even, like, been with anyone besides me and him at that point. So I was basically their first time experimenting with that. Now, I'm gonna be honest, no, we just straight up started cheating. It was, it wasn't good. Because, I mean, it was supposed to be physical. That was their rules in their open relationship, but we started breaking a lot of them, doing a lot of things that were against the rules of their relationship. Yeah, just a toxic thing. Mix that in with the fact that their friend group didn't like me, started not liking her. She wanted to make things work, but again, that only lasts so long. There's only so much being hated by your friends that people can take. Yeah, this pattern of honesty followed. That was probably one of my more recent encounters. There's another one that happened. This girl I was seeing and everything, she ended up having to move away, but while she was here, we started developing these really strong feelings for one another. Unfortunately, I was in a position to move, and she had to move. So we stayed in touch, we kept wanting to make plans to, like, visit each other more. But, I mean, again, shit, just plans don't always work out like that. I didn't have the money to do it. And I was seeing, like, other people at the time, too. Like I said, I'm a mersuiter. And this is kind of what I mean by, like, people in the fandom can't really keep things to themselves, either. So obviously, like, you know, was I really sad that, like, things didn't work out between us, so we couldn't do stuff? Yeah, we were still talking and flirting, but I made it clear whenever I wanted to see them, but whenever I couldn't. Yeah, the issue is, like, with taking the high road is it's a gamble on whether the other person will. For example, with that one girl, like I said, we were basically just cheating on her boyfriend. She eventually told me she felt guilty and couldn't see me anymore. But if she did, she would just keep breaking those rules, and she felt guilty, and she cut things off from me. A lot stronger than I am, honestly. And I'm not gonna lie, I felt angry and petty, thinking, like, you know what, I should just tell her boyfriend what we were doing behind her back. And I didn't. I decided not to. Because, honestly, like I said, I liked her a lot. And honestly, that would just be a dickish move on my part. Yeah, we both had a role to play in doing something wrong, but I'm not gonna go and, like, fucking throw a flashbang into that. With the other girl, she started getting a little bit more upset that I wasn't going out to see her. And when I entered a relationship with someone new, she got more upset, saying that I let her on and that, you know, she thought we would be something. And she ended up telling the girl I was seeing, you know, just did a full, like, 180 turn. Just that I'm an awful person, that I'm this, that I'm that I use people. And she ended up, she didn't want to be with me anymore because of that. It really hurt, because, I mean, I was upfront with a lot of things, but I was upfront with, like, pretty much just everything about myself. You know, I'm a mercier, I'm this, and, yeah, but, that girl decided it was better to just hurt me like that. It just wasn't a fun time after that. And this stuff that's happened recently, actually. Again, I don't get why, like, just because relationships don't work out, you have to hurt people, but I forgot the whole reason I was going over this was because of the whole furry thing. That's one of the big issues with the furry fandom. Things that should just be personal and should stay personal, they don't stay personal whatsoever. It has to be brought up to everyone you know. And honestly, that's, again, a big reason why I'm stepping back from furry shit in general. Not happy with it, and that made me happy for a while, and almost every relationship I would enter would end in not just heartbreak, but 2, 3, 4. Would end in not just heartbreak, but like hatred, and I no need that back, need that back. And I ironically hated that fact. So these are people who I trusted. I would tell them things about myself, things about my life, my insecurities. Ooh, okay, we are exhausted. I have never gotten this close to being, like, dead before. We gotta sludge our way back. Like I said, everything just ends up becoming very public for no reason. People don't need to know about your relationship struggles, but now they do, and everyone also obviously needs to have an opinion on that now. So, I mean, it hurt me a lot, honestly. Like I said, I'm trying to, like, do a little bit better when it comes to relationships, but honestly, it feels like no matter what I do, I end up saying or doing the wrong thing in the wrong situation. Feels like a relationship that I should take more seriously. I don't, because that's failed for me in the past. And then I'll take relationships too seriously that really shouldn't, that are built on nothing but us just being into the same kind of thing, or both being mersuitors. Where it's like, okay, that's just not what a relationship is built on, honestly. That was a long, rambly rant, but yeah, it's what I go through. Yeah, it's life and stuff. Alright, I feel like we should upgrade our axe next. Let me go back down into the mines later. Honestly, I'm a little worried about going to that furry convention. If for nothing else, and the fact that, like, again, some people do not like me existing in any way. I mean, of course, cheating isn't good, but it isn't as simple as that. We are all horn dogs, emotionally grown, developed. Not making the right decision in a toxic situation isn't a fair comparison. Yeah, I'd be inclined to agree with you on that. There were definitely layers to that whole relationship with that one girl. I mean, like, honestly, I mean, I'm fine just kind of, like, going over that shit. Her whole relationship was pretty not good with that guy. They were both young, like, she was 20, he was 19, I think. And the dude was still living under his parents. Like, I don't mean with his parents, I mean, his parents would decide, oh, when I'm exhausted, I do not regenerate any stamina. That is not good for me. Alright, so looks like today we're mostly going to be just, doing non-intensive activity. It was a weird situation, just altogether. Oh, wow. Is that gonna... How much energy is that gonna give me? Should be about half, right? Oh, okay. Not bad. We got a little pick-me-up there. Yep, one of the things I think about a lot is how us, as a society, we love redemption arcs, for example. Yeah, that's something we see a lot in, like, television. The bad guy becoming a good guy. or the bad guy making up for the bad things he's done. But we, like, in the real world, don't really give people that opportunity as much. Now, I'm not saying we should, like, just forgive, you know? But it's just something I noticed, like, when we hate someone, we will forever hate them. I think, for the most part, there is very rare opportunity for us to forgive someone, let alone forget what they've done. And I mean, I honestly don't know why that is, like, how we can love something like that, but then immediately, like, refuse to take that message. I mean, like, yeah, like I said, even just on a personal level, like, I've definitely done some bad things, and I don't expect forgiveness from them. But the fact that, like, people can go from loving me, and me loving them, to absolutely despising each other, not because of, like, something unforgivable happening, but just because the relationship didn't work out, has always been really odd to me. Like, I mean, shit, I don't know, just like I said, that one girl who ended up having to move away, when she realized we basically weren't, and you know what, I actually kind of know why she did this. It's something that, like, I also had to deal with for a while. Back in the day, I would pretty much purposefully, yeah, okay, I don't like you. I don't like you. I tipped Gus 800G for my drink the other day. Okay. Well, it's hard to give an opportunity to someone who hurt us. Fair or not, in a show, they don't directly hurt us. Yeah, that's definitely, like, the reason why on that end. Is, like, we can excuse fictional, like, acts like that more than we can excuse the actual act itself in real life. Shit, I forgot what I was saying. It just sucks that, like, whenever a relationship ends, both sides or one side feels like a bridge needs to be burned. And that's pretty much what ended up happening with that girl is. Because she honestly was about to do something similar in the past. She got really upset with me about our relationship. She said she was feeling really depressed. She wanted things to work out, but they weren't. And she wanted to, like, basically just, like, explode on me. And she said something that kind of stuck with me, which was, I kind of wish you did something awful to me so I had an excuse to hate you. And I think that's, at the end of the day, why she decided to explode on me like that and kind of tell people I was with. I mean, she basically put on a beware on me. I've talked about bewares like that before. It's like, hey, don't talk to this person. I had a personal bad experience with them, so now everyone should know about it and everyone should hate them. It's just like, lame as fuck, you know? Oh, holy shit, bunch fire. Fuck yeah. But I think she did that because she needed the relationship to end in a way that wasn't her fault or wasn't just bad luck. She'd constantly been complaining to me in the days prior that, like, she hasn't been doing well, it feels like nothing is going right for her in her life. And I feel the same way about a lot of things, honestly. But I was one of those things not going well in her life because I wasn't able or wasn't willing to drop everything and move away with her. And, I mean, again, it just sucks. Like, we could have just ended things. Like I said, like, for me, like, I'm definitely not strong enough, it feels like, at the end of the day, to make a lot of those decisions for myself. Like, for me, like, if a pretty girl bats her eyes at me, I'm basically just putty in her arms. I'm not able to just sit down and be like, okay, this relationship can only be sexual. It ends up being romantic just because it's a hard, like, boundary to set. It's a hard line to say, like, oh, I'm not gonna fall in love with this person who I spend a lot of time with, who I trust. Being a mersuiter, one of the big controversies in the furry fandom is how people see other mersuiters. A lot of them will see mersuiting as this kind of, like, disgusting thing. And a lot of people view, like, the act of, a lot of people will end up viewing stuff like the act of sex as, like, something really profound and important that can only be shared with true love. Other people like myself see it more in the light of, like, it's just fun. but honestly, the truth exists somewhere in between. If you have sex with someone, you're being really vulnerable with them. You're exposing them to a part of yourself that, I mean, that you literally have to hide away. Now, even as a mersuiter, we're a lot more public with it, but it's still something that can be both deep and also inconsequential. Like, yeah, you know, you can pretty easily just hook up with someone and forget about it. But if you don't just forget about it, it's gonna get more deep and more passionate. And it can just be hard, like, especially when someone doesn't want that relationship. I'm honestly a huge supporter of open relationships and polyamorous relationships, if it's done right. The big issue is a lot of the time it doesn't end up being done right. A lot of the time people will seek out an open relationship, mostly because, it's easy to explode when you spiral for long enough. Yeah, I think you were strong enough. Being strong isn't just making the right decision in the moment, it's the reflection of what went wrong. I'm analytical, more than anything. But I'm definitely not strong in the moment. Because I don't know, the issue is, like, I'm able to understand, like, okay, this is why these relationships fail, this is why things mess up, I need to do this. And I don't do that. I'll know the clear, like, sign is, hey, I need to focus on myself. And a lot of my friends will tell me that too. Hey, maybe it's better if you don't go hooking up with this girl who really wants to hook up with you. And I'll be like, yeah, that's a really good idea. But she wants to hook up with me, so, you know, what am I gonna do? That's what I mean. Like, I know the right thing to do. It's just very hard for me to do that right thing. And I mean, again, shit, like, it's happened too many times at this point for it to not be my fault every time. Again, like, blame can always be shared, is something I've noticed. Oh my god, hi Abigail! Yeah, Abigail, have this. Fuck, I can't talk to her right now. She's doing that. Fuck you. Hey, have any interesting farm stories to tell me? Yeah, I've been fighting ghosts in the caves. It's been fun. Abigail, I want to give you this cool rock I found. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know, just relationships really have not been my strong suit. I've definitely, and don't get me wrong, I have done some awful things on my end. Just, you know, broken hearts. And I've gotten my heart broken a fair number of times, so I'd say it's probably some kind of cosmic justice. But it's hard. Hey, like Pumpkin, welcome to Furry Stardew Valley. I'm playing Stardew Valley, but with a bunch of furry mods, and I'm just chatting. Honestly, today's conversation is a little bit sad. But, you know, life isn't always happy. And neither are we, so welcome in, like Pumpkin. We really need to get into the Enchanted Forest to get, that shit. How's your day, like Pumpkin? How are you doing? You're the second person chatting in the chat right now. I mean, I'm making the right decision even when you know it is right. Not making the right decision even when you know it is right is more than just strength. It's a FOMO thing. I'm having to delete all my mods to reinstall all of them because they are messed up. Ah, yeah, dude, that's gonna happen with Nexus mods, honestly. It is a really finicky thing that I honestly, I barely try modding anything else. I learned how to mod Stardew, and I did this. Ah. What does FOMO mean? I don't know that term. Sounds familiar, but honestly, I don't know it. We need muscle. We do need muscle. Like pumpkins, you a furry as well, or what's your deal? Fear of missing out. Oh, yeah, I mean, honestly, that's a really good way of explaining it. I know, this makes the most sense, the fear of missing out. Ah, man. Nah, you're not a furry? Ah, well, hey, don't worry, you're welcome in the stream regardless. I will say, though, you know, you're getting dangerously close to becoming a furry. You know, it's a matter of time. Oh man, like I said, we're just playing some Furry Stardew Valley. It's basically just a chill, talking stream. I like to stream every now and then, just to kind of get things out of the way. I like playing Stardew Valley, and okay, Sebastian loves this thing, so we'll go ahead and give it to him. We're not really trying to min-max anything. I really love this thing you gave me. How did you know? Ah, I just knew. Yay, Abigail likes the stone. Yippee! What's my relationship like with people? Abigail's pretty close to 4 hearts. Most people are at 1 heart, so I think we're in a pretty good spot so far. The rest are going to the bar more often to, like, just meet with everyone. I mean, my friend is. Okay, there we go. See, it's getting closer. One day you're gonna be at Hot Topic and you're gonna take a red plate. Fuck it, sure. There you go, Alex. Okay, looks like a lot of people like different things. This looks great, thank you. Little fishing scene, awesome. Yeah, a lot of people like everything I have in my fucking inventory. But, you know what, might as well, gift things to people, honestly. Things we don't quite need. Anything to make more friends, you know? Except for you, Clint. You're not getting anything. And the rest of you... Oh, well, you like stones. Here, I'll give you a stone. I really don't want to give anyone my cool rainbow shell. I like that rainbow shell. It's nice. It's mine. Red plate. Red plate's really going to help me out in the future. Okay. Guess we can also talk to people. How do you feel about me, Shane? You don't like me. Rax turns us into furries. I'm not a furry, but Rack is adamant that I'll become one. You guys will. I mean, you're watching a furry stream. As soon as I get a little PNG of my furry character, like here on the left side, where nothing happens, you're gonna become one. It's gonna happen. It's just a matter of time. I'm telling you, you're gonna spend one afternoon in a Hot Topic looking at the furry tail, and it's gonna be talking to you like the Green Goblin. I'm gonna be the Green Goblin voice. You're weak. You need to become a fuzzy. Blah, 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 blah. I don't fucking know what I'm saying. This. Get them bat wings, we still need slime. Just don't need that. Oh, we need to keep the muscle. Okay, everything looks to be okie dokie here. I'm gonna smelt some iron. I think I've ever been to Hot Topic. You should, it's fun. Nothing will ever beat like the early 2000s Hot Topics though, I'm gonna be honest. You guys missed out. I want to do a backflip and explode. Okay, Leon Kennedy, whatever works best for you, my guy. Alright, and... Oh yeah, I guess we're set for the day. Time to nappy nap. Ooh, warrior ring. Really glad we finally got the magnet ring. It's gonna help us out a good bit. Just in everyday life. Building our money empire up, which is always lovely. And with this, yep, we have enough money to upgrade our pickaxe whenever that happens. We just got to get with Clint whenever he's done with our axe. And hopefully we'll be able to do a bit more. In Top Topic, I only bought the little cat plush thing and a red beanie. I don't really buy too much from Hot Topic, honestly. Maybe a little bit more from Spencer's than anything. But, I don't know, Hot Topic's chill. The thing I find funny is, like, you never see any of the nerds who go to Hot Topic, like, outside of Hot Topic. They're always just there, but you never see them walking out of the mall, or walking around the mall. So I don't know where they come from, but I got a theory. Okay, red hot pepper. Do we need that for... Not for quality, but for this one. Okay, so that's definitely one thing that we have to keep. What about summer squash? Nope, summer squash we can go ahead and sell. Oh wait, what about you? Nope, golden summer squash we can sell as well. Just keep an eye out for things that we need to get the community center up and running again. Okay, so that. Okay, and let's just check our chest, see what we can donate. Slime, we still need... Oh wait, no, we don't need all the slime. I forgot, we already did that. I'm gonna sell the tier. Okay, what about in here? We're gonna take that with us. So I need some more hardwood. You know, I could have sworn I grew one of my maple trees somewhere. I cannot for the life of me find it. Whatever. Mushrooms still haven't grown. This music's kind of bopping. Ba, 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 ba. Alright, you know what, actually? I took that picture. Let me see what Robin needs to build my coop. Oh shit, okay, we're gonna do a little bit of Duolingo real quick, by the way. There we go, okay. Just trying to keep the streak alive. It's hard retaining the Spanish information. I'm actually gonna need to, like... Un sándwich de pescado. A sandwich, a fish sandwich, actually. Not a sandwich with fish. I actually need to, like, brush up on my math skills soon. I tried taking the practice ASVAB, and I realized I have completely forgotten pretty much all of the fundamentals of math. I am learning Spanish right now. Disculpe, un café sin blank, gracias. A coffee without azúcar, which is sugar. Thank you.
Yo como, tú comes, él come.
I eat, you eat, he eats. There we go, we're learning shit.
El museo está cerrado. Museo.
¿Dónde está el museo?
¿Dónde está el museo? Where's the museum? What?
¿Dónde está el museo?
This is the one thing I don't like about a Duolingo
El
is...
museo.
It, like, says El super fast. It'll just be like, oh, ¿dónde está el museo? It's like, okay, how was I supposed to find that out? Fiber for $1,000? Jesus, dude, no. That's, like, insane. Alright, nothing really good here. Oh, so that's what that was in the beginning of stream. I only speak English. The only language I know at any level is Arabic. Religious private school moment. Yeah, weirdly, I do know a lot of... Not a lot, but I know, or knew, it's probably gone in my head from now. But I knew Hebrew. My younger years were a little bit all over the place, but I ended up moving around a lot because we didn't have stable housing. And at one point I was too far away from most of the public schools to attend, but there was this thing called a charter school. Don't exactly know what it is, but I think they're like somewhere between public schools and private schools. Oh. The fountain is stunning today. En el banco. Hello. Hi. Gomez Pan. Hi, Moistrak. Weather is astonishing, wouldn't you say? I wouldn't say astonishing, but okay. Did you know this fountain is 30 years old? Wow. I have a grandfather. Yo tengo un abuelo. Hey, there we go. It's maintained and repaired by a technician from Grampleton. Are you making progress cultivating your farm? I haven't visited it since you allowed me to set up my experiment in the cave, which I'm still thankful for. Would you play Slime Rancher? You know, I was thinking about playing Slime Rancher, actually. I was literally just today, I was like, Slime Rancher would be something fun to kind of give a shot to. Another game I feel like I could talk about and play at the same time. So I'm gonna look into that, honestly, so I get it downloaded. Looking to crafting sprinklers, sodomate watering. That's smart. We're gonna skip a lot of this dialogue, honestly. Ba-ba-ba-ba.
Mi hermano es interesante.
Interesante. There we go. Do you know where our valley gets its name? Because stardew something? I don't know. You tried to guess at least. Sin leche, por favor. 1,000 years ago, a huge meteor shower periodically bombarded this specific area of the Fengril Republic. Of course, back then the Republic didn't exist yet. The meteors were so plentiful that their trails looked like fibers stretched across the sky. The meteorites looked like tiny drops on the trails, like morning dew on a spiderweb. Their ancestors called these showers the Silk Dew of the Stars. When the Fengril Republic was first established 150 years ago, the Admission Union named this valley Stardew in honor of our ancestors. Have you ever wondered? Oh my god, Sheldon from Big Bang Theory, please shut the fuck up. Oh my god, he's gonna keep going. Ah, yeah, I was listening. I learned something new, thanks. Slime Rancher is what I say to flirt with a rancher. Hey there. You know, around these parts, women like to call me Slime Rancher. Rawr. I would get 0 bitches.
Mi hermana es interesante.
Interesante. Woohoo! Oh my god. Un queso. Un sandwich de queso. Oh my god. El banco es calle. Cerrado. Fuck. Okay. Yo como, tú come, él comes. What the fuck? I got him mixed up. Whatever. Okay. I gotta get my charger too. Fuck. I'm gonna pause the stream a little bit. I just want to finish my Spanish bullshit. El banco es cerrado. Está cerrado. Fuck you. Yo como, tú comes, él come. Está cerrado. There we go, we're done.
Dad, can we get super?
Fun thing, you don't need to watch the ads to complete your Duolingo. It wants to play ads immediately after you do something, don't let it. Oh yeah, the whole reason I pulled out my phone in the first place was to check what we need to build the coop. Which was 300 wood, 100 stone, and 4,000 gold. So maybe not now. We're gonna want to build up a little bit more money. Don't want to be going broke on me. But we'll get there. Now, honestly, Slime Rancher, I've played it before. It's definitely a really great game. So yeah, I really wouldn't mind playing it on PC. Or get the fuck out of my way, rat boy. In fact, you know what? Here. Have that, and then get the fuck out of my way. Nothing interesting here. Get the fuck out of my way again, thank you. Yeah, Slime Rancher, I would not mind playing that. I'm looking for more games to play just casually anyways. 1 or 2. I haven't played 2. So maybe 2? I mean, if it's just better than Slime Rancher 1, then why not? But yeah, I mean, I'd be down for either. In fact, I think I do have Slime Rancher in my Steam library. I think like a friend of mine bought it for me a while ago. So I mean, if it's there, then you know, fuck it, why not? Okay, well I'm glad you love 2. So if I'm gonna buy either of them, I'll probably do that one. Again, if anything else, then just, you know, should have more features than Slime Rancher. There was also that other game one of you guys recommended to me, something about, like, rats or something, but it's also something I wouldn't mind checking out. Do I have anything I need to donate? No, but I could talk to... Let's go back down to the mines, honestly. Don't want to waste too much of the day not knowing what to do, and the sooner I get that red crystal, the better. Need to play both, what I want to buy when it's on sale. I definitely feel that. Yeah, honestly, there's, I'll show you guys my, like, Steam library later, if I remember. But, there are a couple of games I really want to, like, get. They're just, like, not out yet. A lot of, things are just on my wish list. Ah, man, I have a bunch of recordings that I'm honestly probably gonna have to redo, just because it's been too long and I won't remember a lot of it. Which I don't like doing, because I want my recordings to be more authentic and have that, like, first-time playthrough experience. But sometimes it can't be helped. I'm still waiting on, this artist to finish up my, my sprites, my PNGs. And it's been a while since I commissioned them, so I don't know how much left they have to do on it. But that's mainly what I'm waiting for my videos. I don't want to, like, make a bunch of videos and then realize, like, if I just waited, like, a week to edit them, then I would have that. I'm praying they make a part 3. I mean, I really do have to play part 2, but yeah, I mean, I'd hope so. Honestly, Slime Rancher is just, like, a great game for when I played it. No, I like cozy games sometimes. Honestly, the main thing I've been on right now is Helldivers, but I don't think that would be fun for me to stream, if I'm being honest, because whenever I'm focused on something, I don't really talk too much. So that'd be, like, the one reason I wouldn't want to, like, stream me playing Helldivers or something, is I just wouldn't have anything to say. I'd probably start talking, then, the same as what I'm doing right now, ramble about a million different topics, because every time I get into a scuffle, I'd, redo it. I was thinking about downloading, Bully, but I looked at the reviews, and they say it needs, like, a fan-made mod to, like, run properly on the PC. And, like I said before, like you said, actually, with Nexus mod being, double loop, fuck yeah. Like you said about, having to uninstall all of your Stardew mods, I don't want to go through the trouble of having to mod a game just to be able to play it on PC. I do have it on Xbox, and I wouldn't mind trying to stream that. I actually do have an Elgato lying around here somewhere that records like that, but I don't know. No, I mean, for sure. The issue is, like, if I was playing Helldivers, the rambles would just be a lot more. So nothing I'd say would really, none of the words I'd say would have a finish. And like I said, you know, I just don't feel like it'd be fun for me to, like, talk through. It's a fun game to play, not a fun game to talk and play. Something like this, where I can kind of just, like, focus on things, is probably better. Maybe Minecraft would be fun too, but I don't know. I was actually, like, looking at some furry mods for Minecraft. There aren't a lot that aren't just Gooner Slop, and the second closest thing would probably be skins, which you would barely even see anyways. Besides, I feel like Minecraft's also more fun playing with friends, and as established, I don't have a lot of friends. I keep fucking people's girlfriends, so they don't really like that too much. I do got my buddy Wendigo. He was actually in a few videos of mine earlier. I was thinking I'd like to remake some of my videos too, though. Like, I did, I Want to Hug That Gator. And I really love that game, honestly. I keep wanting to go back to it and do it better. So I'm thinking about, redoing those videos. Not deleting them and starting over, but I would love to play I Want to Hug That Gator again, maybe with a new outlook, a new voice. A lot of it was kind of mixed in with, like, old clips and new clips. So I wouldn't mind doing that. To be fair, though, I also did record a bit of devlog, but that game's unfinished. I got a lot of stuff I gotta do. And it actually looks like I might have a little bit more time to do that. Watching this on Alcatraz. The fuck you mean watching this on Alcatraz, dude? You watching this shit on the fucking Mob of the Dead or what? What do you think about Pumpkin? What kind of fucking question is that? What do I think about the LGBTQ? What fucking answer are you looking for there, dude? What? Is this normal in streaming? Do people just ask like random questions? What do you mean? What do I think about the LGBTQ plus? What do you mean? What does that mean, dog? Who? What the fuck you mean? I don't know. Who just asked that, my dude? Hey, what do you think about gay people? If you want a serious answer, like, they're cool. I don't know what you want me to say. I don't hate them. I don't dislike them. They're people just like us. I'm against people who hate them. Man, there's only 4 of us still, my guy. There's only 4 of us, but I like my community. Yeah. A lot of these people, they keep coming back, and I really appreciate them coming back. I don't care how many people there realistically are in my group. It's a good question. No, there's only one answer. It's either just, am I homophobic or am I not homophobic? And I am not homophobic. I guess, I mean, shit, I guess that just, like, caught me, like, off guard is all, man. It's not like, exactly something you hear every day, just... I don't know, this... Is he just, like, checking to make sure I'm not homophobic? I'm not... I don't know, it's just, like, a weird thing to ask, like, now? I don't know, man, that just caught me off guard. All you needed to say... I mean, dude, you didn't have to ask, I mean... Like I said, that just came off weird, honestly. It was pretty off-putting. Yeah, I just kind of, like, off, I guess. I don't know, it's just, like, especially, like, random. Like, did I say something that would make you question if I was okay with gay people? Let's flip the script, like, Pumpkin. How do you feel about the LGBTQ plus community? How do you feel about them? Let's put that on you, man. It's just, like... Well, my bad, then. Nah, I mean, I'm not seriously upset, dude, so don't worry, don't think I'm actually mad. It just did come out of a little bit left field. Like, I don't know, it's like, it reminds me of that Quagmire thing, that joke, like, Jesus, say hello first. I don't know, it's just odd, it's like my boy Bratty here, he asked me, like, hey, what's your favorite game? I was like, oh yeah, what's my favorite game? That's cool, I can talk about that. I can say things about that. But being like, hey, how do you feel about the LGBT community? It's like, what do I say? I mean, like, obviously, like, I only have good things to say about them, but just, like, what the fuck is that? I thought about making a blue Gatorade Gator Furry, but I forgot. And you gotta make it, man. You gotta do that now. You can't leave my buddy Blue BD hanging, my guy. Come on. He needs a blue Gatorade Furry now. Make it like a Protogen, but, like, the screen is just, like, full of Gatorade or something. Ah, man. You know, I'm thinking tomorrow, it's my last day off of work. I might just stream, like, some itch.io furry games. I tried doing that. Oh, I'm out of space. We don't really need that, so... We gotta get to bed fast, otherwise we're fucked. Oh yeah, we gotta rush home. I am not looking forward to passing out. I don't need them taking a lot of my money away. Honestly, the people in Stardew Valley kind of suck. So many of them are so mean, but also, you realize if you pass out in this small town, you get dragged home and they're like, oh yeah, some guy mugged you while you were asleep. Some guy, like, ran your pockets and shit, dog. You got touched. Don't need some of these things eventually, but right now I don't care. And okay, let's rush to bed. Hey, the boat is here. I'm getting off the island. What are you playing, my guy? What do you mean? What's going on with Alcatraz? I'm curious now. I don't understand why almost everyone in the fandom hates Clint. Let me tell you why the fandom hates Clint, buddy. So for one, the guy is a pussy. Like, just like plain and simply. You... Like, okay, so the guy is just very... He's like a Reddit guy or like some kind of a r/nice guy. He doesn't have the balls to do shit, and then he gets upset and gets into this well of self-pity. The main reason is, like, if you start making a friendship with Emily, a bunch of weird shit with Clint starts happening. For one, like, the dude tells you to do this. Now, tell me if this makes any goddamn sense to you. What do you think about today's economy? We're fucked. Let me see if this makes any sense to you. He wants me to go into the mines and get amethyst for him. And then he also wants me to give the amethyst that I received to Emily and tell her it's from him. No, he doesn't pay me for this. No, I do all the work. I don't get paid. They're definitely not from him. And Emily honestly doesn't even notice him. Like, she'll be like, oh my god, thank you, Moistrak. And we try and tell her, like, oh, no, this is from Clint. She's like, oh, you got it at Clint's? Oh, awesome, dude. Fuck yeah. That's hot. The other thing is, again, during, The other thing, is... During her whole, Again, like, more into Emily's, like, dating arc. When you get invited to her house... Yeah, and he's the blacksmith. He didn't have to do any of that shit. He could have done anything. That's the first reason people don't like him. I don't know, dude. I guess he buys it. Or maybe we can do some shit. What do we need? Yeah, donate some stuff to the center. The other thing is, during Emily's little, when Emily invites you and everyone else over to her house to basically, like, try on clothes. It's just like, you know, try on some clothes that you normally wouldn't. Everyone does it, everyone's fine, everyone's pretty happy. Clint's the only one who gets all like, oh, I can't, and runs away. And then Emily just, like, keeps you after a little bit to be like, oh, hey, you know, just want to say thanks for coming. And then Clint, of course, he has to be all mad. He's like, he fucking pulls up. And he's like, oh, I see what's going on. Congratulations, farmer. You got her. And it's like, my guy, we're having a friendly conversation. Like, you like, the fight, you can't be this pissed off. You can't be that mad. It's just like a weak, soft soy boy, Mr. Oh, feel bad for me. Oh, the girl I like doesn't like me back. Wah. I guess I like you. I don't like you, Shane. You're mean to me. Stardew Valley is adding the ability to marry him, apparently, though. So, hey, I guess... if he's somebody's type, congratulations, man. As much as I hate Clint, though, he does upgrade my shit. So, that's something at least. Alright, now I have that. You know, I really should have gone back. My thing about the Fursona my friends gave me, a blue Protogen like 3 years ago. Oh my god, it's powered on blue Gatorade, dude. Holy shit. I really should have, given... Hold on. Yeah, there we go. I really should have gotten the iron for my house before I walked up to Clint so I could get my iron pickaxe started. But, yeah, whatever. Once we have the iron pickaxe, I think we'll be able to do a lot more. But with the iron axe, specifically, I'm going to be able to go into... I'm going to go into the Enchanted Forest. We need to grab some stuff from there. So let's grab that. Also, in one of Shane's heart events, he can't even look Emily in the eyes for a sec. I need to, like, make more of an effort to experience more of this game. I'm just straight, so I really have no interest in obviously doing anything romantic with the male characters, but I wouldn't mind experiencing their events. Also, that is so weird. I mean, it's like, dude, you are the blacksmith. That is an undeniably cool job. You could get bitches if you weren't... Okay. If you weren't so weak, my guy. Yeah, that's we're getting more people. I think we're getting more people in the stream. What's up, more people? Hope you're enjoying my random ramblings. Upgrade tools. Alright, fuck yeah, let's get that steel pickaxe up and running. Yes, I'm drawing a blue gator. Oh my god, how the fuck did I not think about that? A blue gator aid. Eh. Alright, we need a few more scrolls. I think we need one more scroll and then we unlock something. But for now, I want to go to the Enchanted Forest. Peak would also be a great game to stream. I need to see if I can get any of my friends to, like, stream with me and just, like, play games together. And Furry Peak would be fun. You know, I really got to get furry friends again. Again, like, for one reason or another, I don't really hang out in the local furry spaces anymore. Just a lot of random heartbreaking bullshit. But I don't have much to say about Clint. He's just so wanting of self-pity. He really is. I mean, that's just his thing at the end of the day, man. He's just lame. Oh, we need these. Okay. Radishes. And do we need to donate any of these? No. So we're good to just sell them later. Okay, I was like, I thought I had more radishes than that. Peak would be Peak. Peak is Peak. I love that game. I really do need to play with my friends more often. Ah, you know what, let's give one of our radishes to Marnie over here. We need to build up a bit of a friendship with her. Especially if you want to get the mayor's shorts. There you go, Jazz. You get a little present too. Have fun. Alright, with our steel axe, I believe we are now... I want the frog. There we go. Alright, with our steel axe, we should be able to cut down those logs. That's going to be good for us. This log right here is our issue. There we go, I was right. This takes a bit of time, and there we go. This pineapple statue is a little weird visual glitch with the visible fish mod. It just kind of hangs out there, I guess. We do need the fiddle ferns for something so good. And get the fuck out of here. Okay. Pill bug. Oh, lovely. Don't think I need to donate you, but you are worth a shit ton of money, which is great. Oh, and a 4-leaf clover. We do need to donate you. Okay, we're getting a lot of shit that we can cross off our bucket list. And we also do need to donate these. Yeah, the poison mushrooms. Okay. I mean, my mods still don't work. I kind of just give up. Honestly, what I do is... So again, like, you definitely gotta do, like, a fresh install. Just download, like, a few mods at a time. Like, the ones you know are definitely for sure safe. And then work backwards from there, see which mods cause the problem. Because, like, it can for sure be hard, but just start with, like, the simple, basic things you need, and you'll get through it. Definitely need to donate one of those Bane berries. Alright, looks like we're going to be able to make a good bit of money today. Alright. Let's see here. And there's this thing here in the way. I love mods. I play a lot of modded stuff. You can use CurseForge for Stardew, I believe. For Curse Forge should be easier. I played a lot of modded Lethal Company, and honestly, that modding software is so much easier to use. Like I have no idea like what the difference is, but it is just so much easier. Our inventory's full, so I think it best we go and start selling our shit. Let's go and head back. But opening up this area is definitely going to be a huge win for us. So that's definitely definitely glad we got this place opened. I wanted to play some modded Fallout 4, but Fallout 4 in itself I just could barely get to work on my PC, as is. Like, immediately one of the issues I had is the fact that, the PC version of Fallout 4... what don't I need? What don't I need? Shrub seed. 13 days to grow. Okay, sure, I'll get a shrub, I guess. One of the weird issues with Fallout 4 is if you have a really good PC, the game's frame rate will jump up insanely, and that increases the game speed a lot. Hot take, I found Skyrim boring and stopped after 5 hours. I'd kind of agree with you. I'm gonna be honest, I only got into Skyrim because of... Yeah, whatever. You guys already know how fucked up I am. I only got into Skyrim because of the Gunner mods. I used to watch this guy, like, MXR Mods, who would, like, review a bunch of different mods for Skyrim. And, like, whether for clickbait or whatever, he would add, like, a Gunner mod or two in there every now and then. Do I need you for anything? I do. Inventory's getting really full now. Okay, don't need you. What was I saying? Do you like the Ren Fair? I've never been. I really want to go, but part of why I don't go is I don't really have an outfit to do the Ren Fair with. I'd love to get an outfit going, you know, some kind of like a robe or something similar like that. So in the future I would love to go, but I have not gone to one yet. Going to a furry convention here in like a week or two with a friend of mine. So that's gonna be fun. I am working on a Leon Kennedy cosplay right now though, actually. All I really need is the holster. Oh, I'm sorry your friend ghosted you, dude. I know I don't need one, but if I'm going, I want to go with that. So I feel like it'd be something kind of easy to work on. For me, whenever I do cosplays, I'm not a sewer, so I don't really make the costumes myself. But I also don't want to just like buy something cheap off Amazon. So for the most part, what I like doing is just going thrifting and making an outfit like that. So that's mainly what I'm working on for that. So yeah, you know what? Maybe tomorrow I'll go like thrifting again and see if there's anything cool I can do like that. Yeah, I mean, like, for sure I know, like, you definitely don't need a costume to enjoy those conventions. I mean, like, a lot of people, whenever I ask them if they're a furry, they'll hit me with, oh, yeah, I just don't have a fursuit. And I'm like, you do not need a fucking fursuit, my guy. I thought I already donated a cicada. I guess not, so we'll do that next. What have you done to me, Rack? The gator I'm drawing is the most furry-coated shit I've ever done. What have you done to me, Rack? I wish I could say it's gonna get easier for you, bud, but it won't. You did this to yourself, kid. The truth is, the game was rigged from the start. You were always gonna be a furry, you just never realized it, did you? But hey, you know what? There's no shame in being a furry. You found out a little bit later in life, but you know what? You're a furry now. It's what it's got to be. I'm gonna plant the shrub over there. All right, let's quickly make our way over to. Might as well go to Ivy's first, and then we'll make our way to the community center, and then we'll get out. 200G. Everything's always more expensive when you're poor. Speaking of poor. Catching the bugs is just like a free way of getting money, honestly. Doesn't cost energy to catch for some reason, which, you know what, fuck it, I'm okay with. Using actual gator as reference. Also, what do you mean later in life? How old do you think I am? I'm gonna be honest, man, I forgot what I said. Like, full on, completely, I forgot what I said. But you're gonna become a furry. I don't know how old you are. Probably like 20 or 19 or some shit. Fuck, okay, I thought my game froze for a second. Alright, shit, hold on, one sec. There we go. I'm stretching out a little bit. But yeah, you know, I wouldn't mind, like, going for some kind of piratey look for the Ren Fair. That might be fun. I'll probably do something like that. Yeah, I'm right? Okay, yeah, I figured. Oh man, you don't feel age hitting you until it hits you. I guess you were 24. I've definitely mentioned I'm 24. But yes, I am. And I've definitely mentioned that before, so don't go pretending you knew, okay? I know what I am. I'm an old man. I'm an elderly fella. I am the elder. Alright, and we finished the summer foraging bundle. Yay. Forgot what this gives us. Summer seeds, okay. Lovely. Okay, we got some of that to give, some of that to give. That is good. Need 4 more items, so okay. Eventually. Got a 4-leaf clover and a fiddlehead fern we gotta give, so I'm guessing we gotta bring that here. Oh man. But yeah, I mean, I'd love to go to a Ren Fair. Just like it's a lot closer to us, so I think I'd have more fun doing that. I'd love a fursuit to go with a Ren Fair aesthetic. I've always thought like a crow wearing a robe would be a really neat idea. My brother and Satan, you are still young. Okay, buddy. Again, you're younger than me, but it hits you before you know it, man, okay? So don't go pretending. I may be young at heart, but I am not young in soul, my friend. It all comes crashing down. It's a matter of time. You just wait for it. You just wait for it. That got depressing, but it's true. You know, you gotta wait for it. If you go, try to see the Ren Men. What are the Ren Men, my friend? I've not heard of that before. Anything else we can donate? No, that looks to be about it. I like a nice, a nice cloak would be cool. I could probably learn how to sew some basic things. Maybe it was lack of water, cigarettes, and alcohol rack. I don't mean to be a hater, but... Or maybe the lack of water, cigarettes, and alcohol are a byproduct of my shitty life. So, you know what? Maybe that's what's waiting for you, buddy. Maybe you just don't know it yet, huh? Yeah, maybe you don't know. Maybe it's gonna happen sooner than you think, you know? You never know. So, yeah, but then, yeah. Yeah, you didn't think about that, didn't you? Huh? Yeah. It's gonna happen. If I'm still streaming within the next few years and you come back and be like, hey, I'm 24 now and I'm gonna be like 28, you'll be like, and what did we learn? You're gonna be like, we learned, yeah, that really fucking sucks. Fuck you. Yeah. Yeah, think about it. Think about that. Welcome to Moist Rex talk show. Yeah, you didn't think it would be that bad, did you? I don't know what I'm saying. Me and the farmer are both very tired. You kitty cat. But honestly, you're probably right. It was my own choices that mainly messed me up, but yeah, we're working on them. Like, I mean, there's a non-zero chance to get kicked out of my home rack. It could get worse. Honestly, I encourage getting out of your house as soon as possible. I got out of my folks' house, and honestly, it was the better decision for me in the long run. It's scary at first, but sometimes you need that push. And hey, I mean, like, yeah, there's always the military. I did get an update on my militarized status, by the way. So I need to talk to a therapist first, basically, because so far my choices are wait a year, and then get out of the army, and then get into the army. Or get a doctor to basically say that I'm good to go. that I'm able to join the army. So I gotta set up an appointment with the therapist to do that, talk to them, I gotta, like, do some things. So honestly, I do have a good few more months to, like, get everything in order, which is honestly better for me. Like I said, I did kind of end up finding out the... Tiger beetle. I did end up, like I said, I think it's better for me to wait anyways. Just because with the ASVAB test I took, the practice one, I realized I'm really out of sorts on things like math. It'll give me more time to actually get better into exercising. We're going to be doing a lot of this. I was going to skip this one, but basically it's just a little extra place for us to do stuff in, which is nice. Oh, the bookseller's in town. Probably gonna go check on him later. We are gonna check on Sophia, though. I would like a few more sprinklers, but I don't know if I can afford them. I can probably make them. Oh, I need to make a sprinkler. They make a tap or two eventually. Copper and iron. Well, that's for a normal sprinkler. I want to make a good sprinkler. Yeah, we'll just buy them from Sophia. The Ren Men do comedy sword fighting shows. That's definitely fun to see. But yeah, you know what? Next time it comes around, I'll probably try and go. You know, I do have my skull bunny. I could probably, like, get some robe thing. I could even probably go to, like, a fabric store and, make a cloak myself. Cloaks probably shouldn't be the worst thing in the world to make, I think. Hey, what's up, Sophia? Do you have a pet? I always wanted one. No, but I could pet you. I could treat you like a pet. Anyways. Don't know what game that is, but it scares me. Okay, we definitely can't afford even a single sprinkler. Thank you for that. Thank you, Sophia. Alright, we'll need a little bit more money, but shouldn't be that big of an issue. We'll get that settled. However we get it settled. Ah, you know what? I need to go back down to that one place and start farming those bane berries. They only spawn in the summer, but they are a really good source of money. Okay, cool. And something to donate to Gunther. Oh, some new ideas to sleep on. Yay. What's my skill with foraging? Alright, it's getting up there. Pretty good. Foraging is something I really want to get maxed out early because there is a thing to make it to where any item I forage automatically becomes the best quality. So that's something that's like just a must-have, honestly. Like just everything I pick up is something going to be worth the most. And we will organize and resume eventually. Animal Crossing is something I know I can stream if I can figure out like how to connect everything to my Elgato. I just don't know if it'd be worth it to stream. I mean, I like Animal Crossing too, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm one of the time travel people on Animal Crossing. I know some people don't like it, but it's also my game, so fuck you. And also, I'm a little bit impatient, I'm gonna be honest. Don't gotta answer, but what do you do for a living? I'm basically just a janitor. So probably the simplest way I can put it. I mean, technically I do maintenance and shit for conventions, but most of the maintenance is just cleaning up and shit. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. I am trying to join the army, though. It's, something I should have done a long time ago, if I'm being completely honest, but due to relationship stuff, I did not end up doing that. And it's been one of my biggest regrets in life. And I could have... Ooh, almost. I almost did that. Ooh, I almost. But you're not tricking me, Abigail. I'm not gonna dig in trash around you. I like you. It's one of the biggest regrets I've had in my life is not joining the army when I was younger, around 21. So now I would really like to do that now, but wasn't expecting what? Me to like Abigail or what? I'm a college guy, what about you? Oh, okay. They're college. I thought you were talking to me still. Ah. Yeah. Army's hopefully gonna be it for me. But then, you know, I'll have more time to travel, more money. Alright, another melon seed, okay. Can't complain with that. Am I unable to craft high quality sprinklers? I guess not. Alright, let's try and make our way back to the Enchanted Forest. Interior architecture, nice. I mean, honestly, it's not what a lot of people are expecting in this day and age, but I gotta be honest, man, like, I joke sometimes, but my life just isn't that great. So, the army, honestly, seems like the best course of action for me. Just being completely honest. It'll get me out of, current, like, little situation I'm in. And I'll get more money for it, so at the end of the day, I think it's just one of those things where I have to do it. It's gonna be tough, definitely. They are really strict about army shit. Which, again, is why, because of some, like, mental stuff I was dealing with, I do have to kind of prove that I'm good to join the army. If I can't prove that to them with, like, if I can't prove that to them, then they will I'll just have to wait a year. There's like a waiting period based on what medication you take. No, I'm not gonna join the Coast Guard, man. I mean, I'm doing this for multiple reasons, but I'm also not gonna be a coward and just choose whatever seems like the easiest thing. Besides army, I also get to travel the actual, world. Doing this for a lot of reasons, and I feel like at this point, I can't be taking half measures with life, you know? If I keep taking half measures, then I'll never actually fully commit to anything. And that'd be the issue. So, I'm going army. Scary, yeah. It's frightening. Especially with everything going on right now, but I can't wait for things to be peaceful either. So a lot of people have told me whenever I mention my plans to join the army is like, boat. Yeah, Coast Guard is protecting our coasts, not other countries' coasts. But yeah, no, just, with the... Whenever I tell my friends, like, my plans to join the army, a lot of them will tell me something like, oh, I'd give it a few more years, wait until things kind of cool off. But I can't wait for a peaceful time. Cool, boat. Yeah, no, I just, I'm not gonna wait for a peaceful time, because peace isn't even guaranteed to stay. I could, wait for a really good... Yeah, I could wait for, like, things to cool down and then join, and then what's gonna happen other than we're gonna go to war while I'm in there. Yeah, while I'm in my contract. So I'm gonna do it now while I'm as young as I possibly can be. Like that one quote, you know, the best time to do something was yesterday, and the second best time to do something is right now. I'm gonna take that as, well, just this being the best time to do it. Let's see here. Hey, Pumpkin, do me a favor and just try not to spam a little bit. I just, I don't know, just, you know, try not to spam. I get the idea about boats. Would you rather travel by car, plane, or train? I don't really have a preference, if I'm being honest. I go with whatever option's cheapest. I go to a lot of conventions, so what ends up being cheaper with a group of people is going by car. Because, like, a car ends up being the, I don't know. Cars are cheaper whenever it's going with a group. That's great advice, Rack. I'll have a child right now and never wait. There you go, buddy. I mean, for me, I'm never gonna have children. Fuck that shit. Yeah, no, car travel is usually my preferred one just because whenever you're with a group of people, it ends up being cheaper than flying an airplane. Yeah, everyone has to pay for like a $300-something ticket. If I'm just myself, definitely just on a plane. It's the cheapest one. Train? I don't know. Maybe if I was like going... I think train's probably going to be my least favorite one. Not for lack of trying, I mean... You know, trains seem fun, but if something's close enough that I can drive there, I'm more than likely going to drive there instead of getting a train ticket. And also, I am American, so yeah, probably different than other countries. But I mean, yeah, no, the army specifically, just there's no point in waiting for that. You know, if I join when I'm 25, then I don't know. If I join when I'm 25, then I'm just wasting time. I want to at least join up with the army now, see if I like it, give them the first 4 years. If I absolutely hate it, then whatever. I gave them 4 years and I'm done. If I end up really enjoying it, then I'll give them the rest of the 16 years and I'll be able to retire in it. So, yeah, I feel like that's just going to be my best option. It's scary, but necessary for me. Life isn't, life hasn't been racking or moistening for me for a while. And sometimes I actually forget what 5 times 3 is. Only that, I don't know why. Yeah, I gotta get better at math pretty soon. I just forgot like some basic principles of math is the big issue for me. So I'm gonna be studying up on that for the time being. Mostly just for the ASVAB. Everything else I have a pretty good understanding of it. Half of the ASVAB is an IQ test, but if I can get good on the math shit, then I'm gonna be great on everything else. Main thing. Let's see here. Hey, it's raining, yay. And our pickaxe is ready, fuck yeah. Oh, hey Robin. Hi, Moistrak. About to check the structural integrity of that abandoned shed on your property. License, blah blah blah. Cool, cool, yeah. If you have a moment, you can watch my inspection progress. Then we'd skip. Tomorrow we're gathering at the beach for the annual Pelican Town Luau. Oh, yeah, shit. Awesome. Melons are not quite ready yet. If I have a gold star or something, I'm gonna drop that into the thingy. Yeah, cool. Okay, we'll give them the pepper. Or is these an assortment of summer seeds? Let's see here. Fuck it, we're just gonna grow them. I'm gonna sneeze here in a sec. There. Bless me. Shit. Yeah, I hope that wasn't too loud on the microphone. God, that would have hurt my neck, though. Shit. You know, people die from sneezes. I think that's fucking weird. What a way to go, though. Just sneezed a little bit too hard. Bump. And then... the gator is so bad, the head is too big. I definitely struggle with proportions a lot. You know, again, that's also, don't worry, it was loud as... it was loud as shit. I'm sorry, fuck. You know, I really do, one of the reasons I also love digital art is for this one really cool thing. When it comes to proportions and things, for one, it can really easily be fixed. Just so you can just, you know, select that specific proportion and get it worked out. The other thing I really love about it is, a lot of times, like, you can get stuck in things like drawing in... Okay, I get it. I sneezed like an atomic bomb. But with digital art, you can, do this thing where... basically, I'll, like, mirror it to make sure, like, it does make sense proportionally. Because a lot of times, it'll look really good at, like, one side view. Then the other side view is completely fucked. So it's good for, like, kind of fixing up those, like, small kinks, I guess. And Morris is still there outside on a Wednesday. Okay, we just got wine. Yeah. Hi, Shane. Will this make you like me a little bit more? Yay! We got wine. I think maybe Sophia likes wine, and Sophia is going to be the person I'm going after romantically first for my playthrough. First, let's get this shit from Clinty. Oh, Clint, do you like wine too? Fuck you. You're not getting shit. Do you think I'm going to call the stream a day here soon, probably after today? Because I'm a little bit tired now. What's up? Here we go. Yay! Okay, we got our pickaxe now. Ooh, which means, if I'm not mistaken, I can do something up here. I hate that rock. Am I able to break this yet? Yes, I am. Yeah, baby. Golden trash can time. Alright. You have a great chance of finding items in the trash. Fuck yeah. Always great to have. Maybe I'll end it like with the luau, just because that feels like a good place to kind of end the stream. Just there at the actual cookout. Let's see here. I might as well start abusing my new power. Almost done with the Gator. Awesome. Do you have Gatorade's Discord or something? So you can show it to him? I'm sure Blue's gonna love it. Alright, so far not having the best of luck, but whatever. Alright, awesome. We already got a salad. Look at that. Wow. I'm gonna forge as much as I can. Probably that's whenever they show back up. Alright, well, hell yeah. Oh, I guess that's more reason for me to keep streaming and stuff. Gave that to her, right? Yeah. Cane toad. I just realized we haven't had the green rain event yet. I thought that happened pretty soon. But I have not seen it happen yet. Just gonna get as much hardwood as we can. Just because I really, really want that stable built. Let's see. Yeah, I want to head to like more thrift stores tomorrow. I'll probably see if my buddy wants to come with me. I want to look for like piratey shit. I have a really nice leather trench coat that could work well with that look. No. Wait, can I hoe them down? Maybe. Who knows? I wonder a weird thing it's gonna help with is, especially with those baneberries, scavenging and shit, because you get a bunch of things with like different rarities will take up your inventory space super fast. But if I get that one reward that just makes everything I scavenge one rarity, that's gonna help out a ton. So that way, like, all these would only take up one slot instead of probably taking up like 5 like it's going to right now. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Only took up 2. Alright. As much as I do... Ooh, ancient fern seed. As much as I do say I need to slow down on relationships, I'd be fucking lying if I said I wasn't, never mind. Whatever. Poison mushroom! Yay, can I eat it? Mine is 450 energy. Fuck, that would kill me. I wonder if there's an achievement for that. Here. Top of the boopity. I'm gonna go down a little bit lower into this place because there is a spot for us to get some, I think, like Gunther type items. We go down further here. Right, maybe I'm wrong. Damn, there was a chameleon there. I don't blame you, it's hard to force yourself not to be in a relationship. Yeah, it is. I mean, also, it's just fun, so. I am, like, trying to find, like, small compromises with myself here and there. One of those is, like, I'm really, really, really trying hard to only be with people who want a casual hookup thing, the same way I do. And I think I found that, but again, I've been wrong in the past, so time's gonna tell with that one. Yeah, I think this is the place I wanted to go. Yes. So here, yep, stuff like this broken sword is what I'm after. Okay, inventory full. Way to be over dramatic. Ancient sword. Gunther can tell me more about that. Alright, don't need rocks. Let's head back, because I do want to see if I can get that chameleon. If I can get that chameleon guy, that would be pretty huge. Guessing just different critters will like spawn at different times. Oh, cool, another ancient sword. Don't think this is gonna sell for a lot of money, but yeah, whatever. Or a little bit helps. Okay, chameleon, where the fuck are you? Spider-Man trying to look for his nemesis in hide and seek. That'd be some fucking Spider-Man and Friends type shit. Ah man, there was this one like really old game system I used to play on. It was like a children's like game system. Remember it was like it would giggle. It was like orange and purple, I think, and had these little cartridges that kind of resembled NES cartridges. I fucking forget the name, but I remember I played it a shit ton when I was a kid. I had a few games on it, like some Lion King game, and definitely there was like a Spider-Man game, but it was like very child-friendly Spider-Man. You look like something I haven't caught yet. Yellow grass caterpillar. Nope, I have. Okay, I'm gonna let you go, but I'm looking for that that chameleon. That chameleon. I know exactly what you're talking about. Give me a second. Fuck yeah, thank you. You gotta unlock a little nostalgic memory for me. The only reason I remember it is because like the games on it were also pretty weird. Should like on the Spider-Man one, I remember like it was going grocery shopping, of all things. I don't know. I find it weird to me how much they like kiddify a lot of like these things. I believe you're referring to the V-Smile consoles. I believe I am too. At the end of the stream, I will look into that, but yes, I think it was the V-Smile. I never hear anyone talk about that shit, but I fucking played the fuck out of that thing when I was a kid. Like a wee little tyke. It was an education-based line of console. Pretty sure, yeah. I think it had like some like attachments, but I just had the basic console. Man, I remember sitting down on my old CRTV and playing that shit. Ah, fuck, man. You know, life doesn't really get better. Does it? Man, those were the days. I wasn't so, like, concerned about stupid shit. I wasn't heartbroken at all. I went over the console and the history. I'll have to check out that video, because that was definitely a big part of my childhood growing up. That shit, man, like, those were the days. I was just having fun playing that stupid little game. Wasn't worried about, like, relationships or anything stupid like that. Man. Like, if I could go back, I'd just enjoy it all over again, you know? I wouldn't change a thing. Right. Sell all of our shit. That. And a babbity boopity. Silly willy. Stop. Okay. And like I said, we're gonna do the luau bit. If anything, just to... I disagree, Rack. Life is nice now for me. You're just in murky water. I know you're gonna get through it. Maybe. You never know. But I guess I meant that more in a general sense. Like, life's never gonna be as good as we had it when we were younger. It's not a bad thing, you know. Things change, things are different, but... You know, we just really had it all back then and we didn't know it. But, you know, whatever. Ooh. I do now have enough wood for the horse stable. Alright, like I said, we're gonna do one more day. We're gonna go to the beach luau. And then we're gonna be all good to go. See how much those were. Ancient swords are 100 gold apiece. Okay, not bad. Let's see here. $8,000 coins, so let's just go ahead and water shit some of our plants. I mean, so, I'm gonna be honest, I say depressing shit, but I rarely ever times mean it, but yeah, sometimes it's just, gotta speak the truth sometimes. And it's nice getting the depressing shit out every now and then. I grew up trying to avoid what was happening to me at home and elsewhere. It's better now so I don't miss it. Oh, yeah, nah, for sure. I get that. I mean, my home life wasn't the best. I'm actually also, Arabic, if you can believe it. So I probably grew up with a lot of the same shit. And that was good sometimes, but you gotta be good, like, consistently is the thing. And he just wasn't. I see a lot of myself in him because talking to him now, he's still really upset at the cards that life's dealt him. And I know I, like, always sound similar to him whenever I complain about, oh, you know, my shit. But it's interesting seeing more of myself in him the more I grew up. But, yeah, I mean, honestly, there's no profound advice anyone can really give. But shit happens. Let's go break some rocks. Let's go do a chain gang type shit. Really wanted that chameleon, but we'll get him next time. Now that we got plenty of these big rocks to get rid of. Seeing you more than who? My dad. Again, just like talking to him now, the way he acts about a lot of things, he's wildly disappointed with his life. He likes blaming a lot of other people for it. I mean, shit, he's disappointed in me. But, I don't know, I see myself in him a lot more now. I wanted to be nothing like him. I still don't want to be like him. Miserable and sad, but... it happens. I don't know, man. You'd be surprised what a few years down the line will do to a guy. Oh, there's a radish. You'd be surprised. I'm definitely not trying to, like, bum you out or get anyone down. It's just, these late night streams, they can sometimes get to you. But for now, we got a luau to attend. We got the mayor coming in. Woo. So I might as well pick up some shit while we're out and about. Oh, my dad. I heard a random name. Well, I might not know you well, but I'm not disappointing you. I believe in you. I appreciate it, man. Alright, let's get this shit started. I'm sorry I'm down today. I think a lot of it is, like I said, I stopped, like, doing a lot of my social media shit. And, honestly, it can very heavily feel like, social media in itself is an obvious addiction, if I'm being completely honest. And part of that is definitely the withdrawals of social media. Not having access to everything going on all the time. It can be a lot. Jeez, unresponsive, okay. Alright, let's see here. Little rich gal Olivia. And anything we can buy from you? Ice cream sundae. No thank you. That's a bit pricey for my taste right now, but maybe next time. What's up, the governor? Lovely occasion. It's always a joy to visit Stardew. Oh. Look sharp, the governor's here for his annual visit. Yeah, we already did. I already gave my thing. Yeah, let's start the luau. Let's start this shit. I'm gonna head to bed after a smoke. Maybe a drink. Probably not a drink. Maybe a drink. Well, folks, it's time once again for the potluck ceremony. I trust that you all put high-quality ingredients in the pot this year. We don't want the governor to regret his visit to the valley. I put a pepper, but it was a golden pepper. Well, Governor, would you like to do us the honor of tasting the soup? I hope he likes it. Of course, I've been looking forward to this all year. I hope he likes my soup. I think there's like different dialogue you can do. I think if I put like alcohol in it, it would have been like a boozy soup. I don't have much to say about this. It's an average soup. Whoa. Fuck you. I put a golden fucking pepper in that shit. He's right. It's nothing special. Not bad though. Wow. Well, who else wants some soup? I put in a golden pepper. So it was just average, but otherwise luau was a success. Time to head home. There was one thing I wish would change about Stardew Valley is, like, you could do those events and not immediately get sent back to the end of the day. But anyways, that's going to be it for the stream. I'm definitely going to look into that V-Smile thing, though. Yeah. Alright. Later, guys. Hope you...